Hello students, our new chapter is wise use of water, and our first topic is water, a natural resource. Water is a natural resource that is found in abundance in nature. But can we use all the water that is available to us? Can we use water from sea for drinking or irrigating fields? Water covers more than three-fourths of the Earth's surface. It also has snow and ice on mountains and is found within the crust of the earth. In the atmosphere, water is present in the form of vapors, mist, or cloud. Then why do we talk about the scarcity of water? Why do we say that in some places there is an acute shortage of water? This is because about 97.4% of water on the earth's surface is present in the seas and oceans. This water is highly salty and therefore is not fit for human consumption. Now we will study about the uses of water. Water is important not only for humans but also for plants and animals. Water helps to regulate the life processes such as digestion of food, excretion of waste materials, and transportation of nutrients. It also helps to control our body temperature by the process of sweating and evaporation. In plants, water helps in the process of photosynthesis. Water also provides habitat to many aquatic plants and animals. All living organisms contain large amount of water in their body. So we can see that water is important for sustaining life. Water is used by humans for different purposes at homes, for agriculture and industries. Domestic use. The water that we use at home for various purposes like cleaning, washing, cooking and drinking is called domestic water. Water that is present in different sources reaches our homes after undergoing different purification processes. Water reaches our homes in two ways. Either it is delivered by a city water department or people take their own water from an underground source using wells or motor driven pumps. Water delivered to homes is called public supplied and water that people process themselves is called self supplied. In most Indian cities, people get their water delivered from a public supply system. On the other hand, rural people use wells or hand pumps to meet their water requirements. Agricultural use. In India, one of the major occupations, agriculture is dependent on water. As the monsoon is unpredictable, farmers mostly need to depend on the artificial water supply system like canals and tube wells. Industrial use. Water is used for different purposes in all types of industries. Most of the industries use groundwater and surface water. The demand for water has increased in recent years because of the rapid growth of industries. Now we will know about the forms of water. In nature, water can exist in free as well as in combined form. In its free state, water occurs as solid, liquid, or gaseous forms. Snow, hail, and frost are some examples of solid form of water which you might have seen. The solid form of water is present as ice caps at the poles of the earth, snow-covered mountains, and glaciers. Water is present in the nature in liquid form or a free flowing form. The water present in oceans, lakes, rivers, streams, and even rain is the liquid form of water. Gaseous form of water is generally known as water vapor. It also exists in the environment in the form of fog, steam, and clouds. Now our topic is water cycle. We know that one form of water changes into the other under different temperatures. The continuous movement of water in nature on, above, and below the Earth's surface is called water cycle. It is also known as hydrological cycle. The water present in oceans, lakes, and streams evaporates due to the sun's heat and forms water vapor. The water vapor, being lighter, rises above to the atmosphere and condenses into millions of tiny droplets. These droplets together form clouds. As and when the clouds get heavy and cannot hold any more water droplets, they fall back on earth in the form of rain, snow, hail, sleet, or mist. This is called precipitation. Now we will know about the sources of water. The main sources of water include rivers, lakes, oceans, streams, rainfall, etc. We can divide the sources of water into two categories: surface water and underground water. Surface water is the water that collects on the top layer on or the surface of the earth. Water in oceans, lakes, rivers and streams are all form of surface water. Surface water is important and considered a never-ending source of water. This is because the snow which is found on the mountains melts down and flows down to join rivers and oceans. Also the condensed water in clouds precipitate and fall down in the form of rainfall which finally joins the rivers and oceans to form surface water. Thus we can say that surface water is a continuous source of water. Groundwater. Groundwater is the water available under the ground or under the surface of the earth. It is also called subsoil water as it collected and stored in gaps between the soil, sand, etc. Scarcity of water. Scarcity of water refers to a situation where normal requirements of water are not met. In other words, we can say that a situation where people are not able to use a basic minimum amount of water or are unable to satisfy their requirements of water is called scarcity of water. Causes and effects of water scarcity. Increase in population. As the population of a country increases, the number of people demanding and utilizing water also increases. Also, with more commercialization and urbanization, the water that seeps and stores in the ground decreases, leading to low water levels and scarcity of water. Varying monsoon. We know that due to various environmental factors, monsoons vary to a great extent. This often creates a situation of scarcity of waters in areas where rainfall is scarce or less. Due to lack of rainfall, the lands dry up and crops fail. This condition is called drought. Increasing water pollution. Industries release a lot of toxic and poisonous chemicals which are harmful for living organisms. These chemical wastes flow into the rivers, thereby polluting them. Also, untreated sewage from houses pollute the water bodies and make them unfit for drinking or use. Over exploitation of water resources. We know that underground water is limited, and if there is inadequate rainfall, these water resources will deplete at a faster rate. Overuse and mismanagement of these sources of water will lead to the extinction of the sources of water. Conservation of water. From the total amount of water that is available on earth, only 1 to 2% of water is actually consumable. Thus, it is important that water be used carefully. Any wastage of water should be avoided. Water should be conserved and wastage should be avoided in the following ways. Turn the tap off while you brush your teeth, clean dishes or vegetables, and turn it back on only when you are actually using the water. Avoid any wastage of water while watering plants, take shorter baths, and avoid extra wastage of water. Always keep a check on leaks in water pipes and repair them as soon as possible. Farmers must use drip irrigation to irrigate their fields. This will save a lot of water and avoid wastage of water too. Thank you.